Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so it's a pleasure to join you, and I'm so excited to be here on YouTube with my YouTube family. It's been a while. All right, so what am I talking about? The five secrets that you will need in order to make the most important decision of your entire life. Okay, now what is that decision? The most important, more than where you work, what college you went to, what schools you attended, is who you decide to partner up with in life, who you decide to make your life's partner. And the person that you decide to make your life's partner is so important because that's what's going to determine after you've gone to that wonderful school and you've gotten that great career. That's what's going to determine whether or not you get to keep those funds and where you live and what you guys do with all of the resources that you've gained. So, secret number one is that that person that you connect with needs to be supportive of your business or career. Because what happens so many times is we connect with people and we're at one stage when we connect with them, but then we look to be at another stage later on. And so they're marrying or connecting with the person that we are now, person A, and not really connecting with person C. So it's important on the front end that we share with them what our business goals and what our career goals are. So just to give you a quick story. So I have a person who started out with, she went to a great college, she worked for a big six accounting firm, and then finally she found her Prince Charming. And her Prince Charming didn't want her to work. So she said, fine, she stayed home, she took care of the kids. That was not her vision, that was not her plan, but she stayed home and took care of the kids. And then now the kids are big. So it's 18 years later, she now wants to self-actualize and go and do her career. And her partner doesn't want her to go and get another degree and move forward in her career. And so it's a point of contention. Whereas if they had planned on the front end, this is what's going to happen, they could have avoided all of these legal fees that they're going through now and restraining orders and all sorts. Okay, so look at who it is that you're connecting with on the front end and decide on the front end what it is that you need to do in order to support that person's career or business. And I also like to share this other story. I shouldn't say like to because it's a sad story, but I've heard Jim Rohn, who's a very brilliant business owner, and he's also the one that trained Tony Robbins. He said, count the cost. All right. So he had a successful business and he was traveling all over the world and he truly invested his time, energy, and effort into this business. But then shortly thereafter, he lost his family because he lost his marriage. And he said he should have counted the cost. And so the message is clear. Count the cost and look at what you're investing in this business and in this career in terms of, moving forward. So you're looking at your partner, but you're looking at whether or not this partner is going to support that business or support that career. So many times, there are two clients that I can think of right now, and both of them are moving forward in their businesses. One is she's, a multi-millionaire in her business, but her husband is not as supportive of her in this business as she would like, and the other one, he's accustomed to her being home after work. But now instead of her being home after work, she's on a call, she's doing mastermind calls, she's going to networking events. Oh, I see we have company here. Oh, that demolisher, count the cost. Okay, now here's a woman who knows a lot about a lot. Okay, so here's another thing. You probably could tell us how to count the costs financially, because if you connect with somebody, and that wasn't one of the 5 steps that I was going to talk about, but as I see you here, I know you can tell us from a financial perspective how to count the cost, because if you're a spender and the person that you're with is a saver, that's going to cause conflict. You guys are not going to be on the same page, okay? Or if you're the one that is the saver and the other person is the spender, that's going to cause problems. So it's really, really the most important decision that you make, who you connect with. And sometimes people say, wow, their life is just not fulfilled because they have not found their partner yet. But actually, it's a great thing because now they're able to put their funds together. They're able to do their business in the way that they'd like. They're able to pursue their career in the way that they would like up until the time that they're finding their partner, okay? Because that's going to impact all of these great things. And I'm always talking about, how to overcome your fear, how to get unstuck, and how to live your best life. But all of those things and correlate to who you connect with and who you partner with. And she says, absolutely. It's all about assessment and asking the right questions. And that leads me, as she said brilliantly, to the next point. And the next point is, make sure that your partner brings something to the table. So yes, he has great abs and he's so wonderful and we love each other and she's beautiful and she's amazing. And other than those intangibles, like, the love and all those great things, make sure that the person brings something to the table, okay? Because you're looking at long term, 10 years, 15 years. And if there's no glue to hold you together, then it's going to make it that much more difficult, okay? Because after 5 years, you don't know what's going to happen to his six pack. And after 10 years, you don't know what's going to happen to her, amazing physique. So there has to be something else, some glue that holds it together. And like I said, I'm basically talking to business owners and to executives, people who want to move forward in their careers. This particular decision, guys, is the most important decision. And I shared my own story. I said, listen, I married, in my first marriage, an accountant. And this person was not on the same page as far as how we spent money, okay? He was into counting pennies and I was into spending pennies. Now I worked and he worked. But we were constantly at odds. And in terms of my career and moving my career forward, just like in so many other situations, it caused a problem. It caused a rift as I decided to take off. All right, here's another story. Many of you have heard of Lady Di and Prince Charles. There's a story. I guess it's a docudrama that's on right now. It's on Sundays. And it's talking about how Prince Charles married this woman who was supposed to just follow behind him because he's the prince. He was accustomed to getting all the attention. And now all of a sudden, she's dressing like a bombshell and the whole world is drawn to her. And now he's no longer the center of attention. And it caused a rift in their relationship. He just couldn't handle that. So if on the front end, they had discussed this, she would have known what she needed to do in her role, and he would have known what he needed to do in order to play his role. And what happened later on with the conflict may not have happened. So it's so important for us to talk on the front end and know who that person is and know whether or not they're supporting our business or career. Point number 3. Does this person want to be in a relationship with you? Now you say, Arlene, that's so silly. I can see the debt demolisher saying, of course they want to be in a relationship with you. Not necessarily, okay? On the front end, there's so many people who are going to counseling and they're going to coaching, love coaches and relationship coaches. And the bottom line is the other party doesn't want to be in a relationship with them, all right? If the person doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, which leads to number 4, let them go. You're not into the convincing game. You're not into the manipulating game. All of these coaches that are out here telling you how to get him back, how to get her back. No. Why would you want to get somebody back that doesn't want to be with you? The step number 4 was to detach. So you connect with the person and then you detach from it. All right. So there's so many people that watch our show and that are connected with our show, that are young people that are looking to connect, in their 20s, the 20-somethings and the 30-somethings. And the idea is nobody's telling us these secrets. Nobody's talking with us and telling us and sharing us. This is the main point. If you're in a relationship with somebody who doesn't want to be in a relationship with you, let them go. And you'll see too, sometimes when you pull back, you'll see the other person come forward too, because they realize, wow, I really do want this. But as long as you're pushing and prodding and forcing, it doesn't work. So disconnect. That was number 4, disconnect from the result. Do your part, show your love, disconnect from the result. And the last one is get a coach. Okay. And the demolisher says she's cracking up. All right. Well, the last one is get a coach. All right. And it was such a pleasure spending time with you. And Miss Debt Demolisher, I have to see you. We have to connect so that you can get on live with me. As a matter of fact, maybe we can get on live now because you're here with us. And maybe there's a way that we can find to connect so that you can get on, because you have a wealth of information too. And you've walked the journey from a different perspective than I have. So thank you so much for listening. And it's a pleasure joining you today, and hope to connect with you again soon.